Hello and welcome to ChinnyVision 2. Not done a video on here for a little while, but that's life these days. And today we're going to be looking at 10 years worth of statistics gathered from the main ChinnyVision YouTube channel, doing weekly videos most of the time for 10 years and see what we can learn. I'm doing this as a kind of a presentation thing because I've pre-prepared all the screenshots. So we start off with the channel analytics screen on YouTube, looking from June the 20th, 2014, which is roughly when I started, through to July the 17th, 2024, which was the other day. So what was it? Friday now. I think that was Wednesday night. So that's what we've got. 1.7 million views. Wow. That's a lot. I know it's not a lot by many people's standards. Watch time and watch hours. Well, I don't know about any of that kind of stuff. Subscribers, 8,800 subscribers. And ChinnyVision's total revenue over that time, sitting here in my solid gold office with my helicopter parked outside, £4. So, yeah, and if you look at the graph there, you can see when I started down in June 2014, it starts off slow. It gets a little bit of a boost there on the left-hand side of the graph. That was supercars. When Ashens, I think, retweeted the supercars video, it's got a little bit of a boost there. And then it just slowly creeps up and stabilizes by 2016. It's kind of, no, 2017, let's say. It's roughly where it's going to be for quite a long time. I'm happily bumbling along doing videos. The little gaps, by the way, are where I've taken summer breaks or Christmas breaks. And then we see the December, kind of January 2019 break, which was a bit longer than normal. Come back as normal, and then bam. And that's COVID there, that peak. That little peak in 2020, obviously. And I was going twice a week as well because, hey, there wasn't anything better to do, was there? So, and I could put a bit more effort into the videos because, frankly, it's all I was doing. So, yeah, that YouTube likes regularity, and it likes even more a regular supply of videos. So going twice a week for a channel like ChinnyVision it wasn't a plan, it was just accidental, but it seems to have kind of boosted it up from there on in. And just kind of bumbles along in the same manner from there on in, with a few more longer breaks towards the end here as it's all I'm just getting too busy to do stuff. And, you know, last summer's break was really big. And I put out a few videos, and then we had the Christmas break, and then we come to now. And that weird peak near the end, by the way, is I did a YouTube short, just as not a planned thing, just as a thing I did, showing me trying to insert different computers into a Kallax unit. That thing seemed to give me views, but didn't really do anything. It was just a fun thing I was doing. I was just there with a Kallax and thought, I've got all these computers next to me. Let's see what we can put in. But ultimately for the channel, I don't think it did any particular good. I don't know. The video after it, you might think the video after it got a boost off it, but that was the last ever regular weekly video, so it did a bit better anyway. So I don't think that's anything to do with it. Let's drill down to see the most popular videos over 10 years. The MSX Hitbit 75B, which I no longer have because I bought some other MSXs. The most popular video with 13,216 views. Supercars, it did really well, and it continued. Once a video starts to do well, it does better. That's with 9,754. Paperboy did well, episode 50, 9,621. That said, it generally seems to be older videos that, because the amount of time they've been online, with the exception of Turbo Outrun, which did very well. That was 2020, wasn't it? September 2020, 8,924. That one did well from the get-go. So I don't know if that made any difference, because I think, as I recall, I've had an intro driving down the M27 when I did that. So I don't know if that made any difference or not. Chase HQ down there at number 9. But we can also look at 2024's videos as well. So you can just see what's happened this year. So these are this year's videos you might be more familiar with. So yeah, the latest video I did, the Pink Windmill video was the last one I did at number 9 for the VIC-20 game, 1,775. But the last regular video is number 2, 3,602. Only 31.3% of people watching. That seems to be the kind of way things have gone these days. People 10 years ago used to seem to watch videos longer. Now it's down. Videos that have peaks going on during them, like the 5 8-bit sequels that disappointed me at number 6, will maintain audience longer. Those list videos, why you see big channels doing list videos, because they tend to do quite well. I do them because they were easier or easy to do, because you don't need to do multiple formats and you might already have some capture already done, which you can leverage. So yeah, that's why I kind of tend to do them. So yeah, I mean, in fact, yeah, you can see, look, I've been quite lazy this year, probably. 5 new games to Sinclair Spectrum. Nah, that was not a lazy one. 8-bit sequels, yeah, that was lazy. 5 Master System games at random, yeah, that's very lazy. That's when you run out of ideas, when you go things at random. Yeah, so that's this year's videos, but the Kallax one, yeah, that's, I mean, it's a 60-second video and people only watch 36.6% of it. I hate shorts. I only did it because I might as well just do a short here, have some fun. But yeah, there was no reasoning behind it. Next page is the top 50 videos of all time, which is in a funny graph because I had to export it. So you can see the games like System Reviews do well, for example. So the best video of all time is obviously the Hitbit 75B System Review. Every GX4000 game reviewed nearly also did very well there. Let's scroll down. Let's look at this thing. Acorn Archimedes System Review and BBC Master Teardown Views. They're both within a few views of each other at 6,300 and something. Very small text on my screen. Penultimate Cartridge, that did quite well at 5,994, and there's 6,000 views on a peripheral. My original joystick roundup, which was lazy, 5,804. And again, interfaces and hardware seems to do quite well. The ST512 MSX card I got years ago, 5,500. Another MSX review down there, episode 176. That's my MSX2 that I use all the time, 5,400. Yeah, there's kind of quite a few. There's a bit of variation in there, really. I think when the channel varies, perhaps it does better. When are ChinnyVision viewers on YouTube? Well, obviously Thursday night is the big one, but actually Sunday nights are quite good. You see kind of, and afternoons, actually. You can see the peak times. Wednesday night also seems to do quite well. Don't know why. Thursday night, obviously, I'm publishing online. Although it used to be Friday lunchtime. So there might be an artificial peak from the first few years on Friday afternoons. Not sure about that. And everyone watches the video shorts, stuff live. I've got some geography stuff there, but we will look at that in a bit. Here's what the demographic of the viewers, or the age demographic of the viewers, were for the first year of ChinnyVision. So June 2014 to July 2015. Okay, just over a year. So you got a small amount of 18 to 24-year-olds, which is surprising. And then we're evenly split between 25 to 34 and 35 to 44-year-olds. And then we don't really have anything above. We've got a small amount, 45 to 54, but 0.6%. So our bulk of our audience is between 25 and 44. Let's see what's happened since then and what the graph looks like in the last 365 days. Yeah, it's all changed, hasn't it? Everyone's got 10 years older. And more than that, we've got people creeping up into the 55 to 64 range now. 3% of viewers, 55 to 64. The bulk of the audience is now 45 to 54. The retro audience, for the kind of people watching this video, is getting older. 71% of viewers between 45 and 54. 24% between 35 and 44 in the last year. And yeah, barely anything down on the younger stuff there. I mean, 18 to 24, 0.2%. What was it before? 5.1, 18 to 24. So it really has shifted older. That said, in the first year, I was doing a little bit more Dreamcast and Saturn stuff, wasn't I? So again, that could skew it. So here we have where everyone lives or views from. UK there with 51.1%. Unsurprisingly, thought that might have been a bit higher. USA, 7.7%. Germany, 2.5%. Spain, 1.4%. Australia, 1.3%. France at 1%, which is, well, it's the language thing, isn't it? Because you would have thought with the CPC content I have, more people would view from France, but it's never been the case. The land of Maywood is at 0.9%, Poland 0.8%, Finland 0.7%, Sweden 0.6%, Canada 0.6% as well, Italy 0.5%, Russia at 0.4%, although they don't appear to view for very long. Perhaps because there's always a big spectrum and 8-bit following in parts of Russia, isn't there? So perhaps they're looking at some of the spectrum stuff and then realising they can't understand and tuning out. Yeah, average view duration there is 1.57 versus 8.5 minutes. Or yeah, for the UK, 9 minutes. In fact, that would be, won't it? Ireland at 0.4, Argentina, surprisingly, 0.4 as well. Denmark 0.3, Norway, and then Greece. Was Japan in there? Because we've had people view from Japan before. I know there's ChinnyVision viewers in Japan, but no, they're not in the top part of the graph there. Australia appears to view the longest at 10 minutes 27 per video. And as I say, Russia at 1 minute 57 per video. How many views? 7,291 over the years from them. And then we look up the top, 857,270 from the UK. And this is the breakdown of all that lovely, lovely money I've earned from ChinnyVision advertising over 10 years. £4, which I can't get back because I think the minimum payout threshold is £20. Someone gave me a super chat once, which I wasn't even aware was a thing. And that gives me £2.99, which YouTube probably kept. It might have been like £4 or £5, and YouTube keep an amount. And then there's that experiment we did running, it's back in 2020 or 21. And 2022 I did it, 2022. I did an experiment with 4 videos, and you can see the video for that here on ChinnyVision too, where I ran adverts on 4 old videos for a month just to see how much you'd actually earn from YouTube, and then take those figures and extrapolate them and kind of work out how much a retro YouTuber can get from YouTube advertising. So from those 4 old videos there, I earned 98 pence and then 4 pence from the YouTube Premium. Oh yes, I mean I'm not going to get any fuel for my solid gold helicopter, am I? No. So yeah, that's a view of the kind of stats on ChinnyVision. And what can we take away from that? Well, if you run a UK-orientated channel with no concern for international gaming or USA gaming, you aren't going to make your fortune or become rich and famous. But hey, that was never the point, was it? And the point was having fun with it, which is what I've had. Videos that have lists are obviously the most successful in terms of keeping viewers tuned in for the longest, which I believe is what you need if you're going to be running adverts or stuff like that. Hardware is obviously of interest. Big games do better. Supercars, for example, Turbo Outrun, they seem to do better. I know for a fact a thing that affects my viewing time as well and retention is the fact I have titles, which used to be 30 seconds and now 15. If you're serious about this stuff, don't have titles, drop straight in, because people will watch for 10 seconds and clear off. And the biggest drop off on ChinnyVision is when the titles are on. So, you know, I don't care about that because it doesn't matter for me. But if you're serious about this stuff and want to be rich and famous and open a vegan restaurant and what have you, then hit straight in with your videos. Make them shorter than me. Make them tighter. And keep putting reasons for people to keep on watching. Those lists are, you know, really good for that kind of thing. And aim at an international audience. You can't just do Amstrad CPC videos and expect lots and lots of views. But, you know, it depends what you want to do with this, because there is an assumption that every YouTuber wants to be rich and famous. People have assumed that of me. One person I don't speak to anymore once said to me, oh, you want to be a professional YouTuber, don't you? No. What any part of this lot makes you think that? I'd be doing, you know, American games that sold well in America and stuff like that. I wouldn't be doing Feud, for example, which is my 7th most viewed. I wish I'd done that game later. Episode 2 that was. At that time, I was only doing ChinnyVision for the summer. So, yeah. But that's it, really. That's how ChinnyVision has built up over the years. Back on the front page now. 8,844 subscribers. That's the stats there. And you can work out the rest. If anyone wants to see anything from the stats, send me a message on Blue Sky, or what's it called, a Bloot Zeet? I don't know. Contact me on Blue Sky. You can see any of the stats you want to. I'm just trying to keep this succinct. There'll be something new on ChinnyVision 1 soon. I don't know what it is, but I'll be doing something on there as well. People keep thinking I've stopped. I haven't stopped. I'm still here. I'm still going to be doing stuff, just at my own pace, which may be very, very slow. Anyway, hope that was interesting. Thanks for watching.